What up, everyone? So sorry I've been gone so long. Things have been crazy busy, and we're totally behind. I haven't even started the review of July's boxes, and we're already in August, so we're super behind. But I'm going to try and record as many videos as I can and get all caught up and edit them as quickly as I can. Luckily, we don't have too many boxes this month, so it shouldn't be that difficult, but got a lot of catching up to do. So without further ado, the first box we have is Betoyo Bento. I was off when I was doing my reviews before. It's really confusing from this company. They are very confusing about which month it is, but I would have reviewed this last month, but I found out it was July's box. It comes at a weird time, but anyway, this will be the first box I review. This is for the month of July. I thought it was June's box. It was July. I don't know. Anyway, very confusing. Either way, first box of the month. So, as usual, they wrap it in this nice little cloth, this little bento cloth, which I like. That distinguishes their box from the other boxes, because they don't have their own printed box, so it's cool that they do something like that to distinguish their own, because I hate it when box companies put just like a plain like FedEx box. It's just like, that's no fun. So I'm glad that they do cool stuff like that. So let's jump in here and see what we got. So first off, this box always comes with a big item. It always comes with like one large item and a bunch of like small items. And my favorite thing to get is always like sculptures or statues. And this time we got a statue. So I'll obviously be putting a better picture of it at the end, but this is a statue from Knights of Sidonia. And this is Shizuka Hoshijiro. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not super familiar with this show, but this is a really cool statue. Like, this is really awesome. You kind of had to build it yourself, put all the tentacles and stuff on there, but it's really nice. It comes with its own stand, so very nice, high-quality little statue. It's PVC, it's not porcelain or anything, but still very cool. It very high detail, and I really like it. It's times like these I wish I was more familiar with a lot of these series so I could appreciate it more, but I'm not, but still it's a very cool statue and I like it very much. Next, we got a figure. So a little figure, smaller, just kind of like the statue, but a little bit of a smaller figure. Now this is from Gundam Seed Destiny. And again, I'm not sure of this character's name, but this came in pieces and I built this one as well. So this is also a very nice figure. Again, I'm finding a loss for words because I'm not super familiar with all these different series. I know of Gundam, but I'm not specifically familiar with Gundam Seed Destiny. I'm sure that's a spin-off from the original. But you have the option of 4 different figures, and I'm not sure which character this is, but it's, again, very nice figure. I wish we got more stuff like this in American boxes. I wish they put more like statues and bigger figures in the boxes versus always small ones. So I kind of wish American boxes would do that, but they don't always, so that's okay, no big deal. Next thing we got was this fan. It's just a little plastic fan, and again, I don't know the character, but yeah, it's just a little plastic fan, fan yourself off, which I need because it's always hot, super hot here. So a nice little plastic fan. Next, we got a little capsule with a Pokemon. I was trying to remember this guy's name. I know all the ones that it came with except for this one. This is the only one I couldn't remember the name of. I'll have to look it up. I know I've heard it before, but it's just a little magnet, so I'll pop that on my fridge. That's cool. Nice little collectible magnet figure. Not bad at all. I'll take it. Then, last thing we got was some food. So I kind of like that they always include a food item because there are Japanese boxes out there that are all food items. I haven't tried them out because I'm not totally interested in just food. I'm interested in the entire culture, collectibles included. So I like they always include one thing. So you get to try out just like one item each time. And these are kind of like it's like a chocolate cookie with strawberry filling. And it's really good. They seem to have really good food over there. This is most of the Japanese like candies and food I've gotten have always been really good. They have really tasty stuff. Sometimes they have very weird flavors, but most of the time it's good. That's delicious. I don't mind that at all. So, let's go back to the items and talk about some value and give this a rating. So first, the Knights of Sidonia statuette / figure. So this This is going to run about $30 to $35. You can find it much more expensive online, but I also found it for right around that price from a few sellers. And honestly, that's probably what I'd rate it at as far as quality. It's very nice, it's stationary, it's good quality. Something in America would probably be around that price, like around $30. So I think that's a reasonable amount for it. The only problem with Betoyo Bento is that they never include boxes. Like you guys saw when I got the One Piece statue, we got this one. So they have really good stuff, but they always have to remove it from the box because then it doesn't fit in their box and then it costs more to ship. So that's always kind of a bummer as far as like collectors go, because if you didn't want to keep it, then you wouldn't really be able to sell it very well because now it doesn't have a box. So it's kind of a bummer that that happens. The statues are still really cool, but I wish they came with the box. I wish they would opt for a bigger box and pay a little bit extra for shipping, because I think that would be worth it. But anyway, so that kind of changes the value a little bit, but not too much. But yeah, so right around $30 I think is perfectly fair for that. And this figure from Gundam Seed. So this is like a little blind box figure. It's very good quality, but honestly I couldn't see this going for more than like $8 to $10. I've seen them sell online for around that, and I think that's probably what it would cost to get one of these. The figures are good quality, but they're not particularly amazing. They're not like super intricate characters or anything like that. They're pretty standard people. So $8 to $10 on that I think is fair. Then the Pokemon Magnet. So this would probably go, I would say, like $3 to $5. I'm sure it's much cheaper in Japan if you were buying it there. It probably only costs like a dollar, if even that. But to get it here, to buy it online, it'd probably be like $3, maybe a little more, depending where you got it from. Maybe not this character specifically, but if you got a more popular character, I could see it going for around that on eBay or something like that to get it shipped out here. Then the food. So it's always fun to see different culture and to try some new stuff from somewhere else, so that's really cool. But this is still just some food. I can see it's going for like $2 or $3. They have markets here in America where they do sell somewhat Japanese stuff that they get imported, and it'll probably be around that price to get something like this. So it's very good, but it's not particularly special or anything. It's just pretty common food there. So I'd say like $2 or $3 on that. And the fan. I had a hard time valuing this, but I probably put this like around $1. It's nice quality, so it's nice plastic, and it was printed well. It's like it's a nice quality print, but then again, it is just a piece of plastic that's a fan. This specifically you wouldn't see here in America, but I would see something similar to this going for like $1. I could see this at like the dollar store, just something very simple. It didn't come in any kind of special packaging, it just had plastic wrap over it, so that's why I would put this at right around $1. So, with that in mind, that brings the value on this box on the low end about $44 and on the high end about $55. And this costs $38 to get here. So this is pretty average. The value on this box is usually never very high. You get good quality stuff and it's definitely worth it, but it's never super high. It's hard to get anywhere near double your value when you're paying $40. And also it's all imported from Japan, so value is never super high, but that's okay. You get a good variety of stuff, and you get stuff that you're just not going to find in America, which is really awesome. That's really cool stuff to get. The only problem, for me, this is not for everyone, for me personally, it's really awesome stuff, but I just have a hard time recognizing pretty much all of it. I'm a big anime fan, I love anime, but there's so many out there. There's so many. It's just impossible to keep up with them, especially me and my schedule. I wish I had time to check out all these, because I'm sure they're really awesome. I'm sure all these shows are really, really good, but I just don't have time to check them out, and that just makes me lose appreciation for these items. I'm sure I'd love them if I knew the characters, but I don't, and that seems to be a common case for this box. So for that reason, I'm gonna be canceling this box. I think I have one more coming in for the month of August, but that'll probably be the last one, because, and again, that's nothing to do with this box. It's nothing to do with the quality of this box, because it really is good quality. They put in nice stuff that's of good quality, and it's stuff that you don't get in the US, which is really awesome. But it's just always a bummer when you just don't recognize the characters at all, because then it just doesn't have any personal value to you. So, and they're sometimes hard to sell on a resale market in America. So I'm definitely going to be canceling this box. I already did, actually, and we'll see if one more box shows up. But with that value in mind, and with what we got, I'm going to give this box a 6.5. The problem with this box and any anime box, it's kind of a niche market because you have to like anime, one, which most people do, but you have to know these anime. A lot of them are very specific. It's not general stuff. It's not like the popular anime that are here in America, like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. It's specific ones where you'd have to kind of seek them out and know what they are. So for someone who's super into anime and recognizes them all, I would totally recommend this box. You would absolutely love it, and you'll get some really cool, rare stuff. But for the general population of America who enjoys anime, but maybe just isn't super familiar with all of it, I'd probably pass on this box because it is expensive, and when you're paying that much, it's a bummer to get things that you don't recognize or characters you don't know. So, but it's still got a decent value though. It's still worth the money. You got more than you paid for, and you got some interesting stuff. If nothing else, you got to try some cool food and see some other cultures. So I think that's cool all around. I always want to try different anime boxes, but I feel like I'm going to keep running into the same problem. So again, I might take a break from Japanese boxes, the same I'm doing from UK boxes. Different reasons, but I'm constantly running into the same problem. So I might stick to American ones for a while until I see something come up. But anyway, this was a nice quick review. Sorry I didn't have more to say about it. I kind of feel bad. Like, that's why part of the reason why I want to cancel this box is I just don't feel like I'm very good at reviewing it. The same reason I don't get like Horror Block and stuff. It's cool stuff, but I just don't know that much about it. So I'm just not very good at reviewing it. I just kind of am saying generic things like, oh, it was nice. Like, that's no fun. Like, nobody wants to hear me talk about that. So anyway, this has been Betoyo Bento, 6.5 out of 10. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned, more videos to come. Love you all. Peace.